Welcome everybody to the Ironcast patch notes review. I guess it's what we're calling it.
I guess that's what we're
My
doing.
name is Viktor von Drak. As always, I'm here with Ice.
Yellow.
Hello, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know how we will do it, but let's start.
We'll just scroll through. We'll ignore this because I read it beforehand and it's not important.
Mm-hmm.
Worlds, things, and Victoria's skin announcements, and who cares? And they're nerfing Kazakhs, those bastards.
I mean, nerfs Graves, Kazakhs, Maokai, Kiana, and Yumi. I mean, Yumi and Kiana were obvious.
Yeah.
And Graves too. But Maokai?
I mean...
And Kazakhs? They haven't even shown up?
I guess what I want to know is whose problem is Kazakhs right now. Because apparently he's very good in high elo, but not pro play. In semi-high elo, like
they're only good.
Fuck?
Kazakhs I know is Agurin. And
if this is because of him, I'm gonna leave a very strongly worded message in his Twitch channel.
It's all because of Agurin.
How dare you,
I've watched a lot of these pro tracking streams over the time the Worlds was on, and I have not seen Kazakhs a single time.
Yeah, no, me neither.
So, okay. And Maokai was already weak, in my opinion, but...
Gore Drinker adjustments is fine. That was obvious, because they just completely reworked that item, so that was obviously going to get some sort of change one way or another.
They killed it.
Well, I mean... it needed killing.
It definitely did, yes.
So buffs to Akali, why god, why? Callista, sure I guess. Kayn,
okay. Why Kayn? Why?
Because Kayn is a dog shit champion.
No.
No, he is. Let me explain.
I have complained
I know
times on air about Kayn.
I know, but the thing is, he's only good in low elo at all, even a little bit. Because sure, I'll talk a little bit. The thing with Kayn is he's not a champion for the first 7 to 8 minutes of the game. For most roles that would be a problem. For jungle, this is a fucking tragedy.
I mean, I don't think he's as you say, not the champion for the first time. I think he's a pretty good kid.
I mean,
he just gets very, very strong.
I mean, he's somewhere on a pre-6k level.
Nah, bruh.
In 1 versus 1 fights
kidding.
In the jungle against other junglers.
So hard.
Absolutely not, man. I do not like this. I do not like this champion, but he's just not good. I know me losing to that champion is my fault. It's just woof. Kayn,
okay.
Almost any champion should be able to fight Kayn early. He should not get a crab, and he should not be allowed to speed clear his early jungle to have the money to buy items to actually be able to gank.
I mean, if you know what to do, that's okay. You're always defending the position of somebody who knows what they're doing. I'm more like the bronze player, iron player, who does not really know. And I hate Kayn because he is just too fast. He heals. He has so much dashes and he deals a lot of damage and he is untargetable with his ultimate. It's everything he does is bullshit in my opinion.
Okay, so let's
move on.
Let me give you a quick guide of how to deal with a Kayn, and this applies to all elos or all low elo games. If your jungler ignites, if your jungler can take ignite or can sacrifice flash without much difficulty, say you're a Graves or a Kazakhs or something like that, take ignite. If you can't, don't. Doesn't really matter. And then you ward one of the crabs, and if that's the crab Kayn goes to, you kill him. If that's not the crab you go to, if that's not the crab he goes to, you go to the other one and kill him there. Honestly, you just go and kill him. If you're not Karthus, you're going to kill him.
Okay. So let me rephrase that. Me, as an AD carry main, what can I do against the Kayn?
Ward one of your crabs, and if he's there, ping the jungler to kill him.
Well, if my jungler is a standard EU West, bronze, iron, silver, maybe even gold jungler, do you think he knows how to play against Kayn?
Well, tell him. You say, I'm gonna ward your crab. If Kayn goes there, kill him. What you can do is you can push.
Has been slain.
You can push your lane to have priority to help him kill him. That's a thing you can do. That's an active way you can try to. I mean, fuck. I guess just playing Kayn against people who have half a brain is just no fun. That's why I'm defending this champion. I've actually stopped playing Kayn the higher in elo I've come, because it's fucking boring. You just get shit on by 2 people every game. I didn't get a crab 5 games in a row. And just fucking mid laners and junglers were just like, well, you picked the shit champion. Renekton needed a buff. So Renekton got an
buff.
Renekton not a bit of a buff. They fucking killed him. The only reason Renekton...
I don't think so. He's still a good champion in top lane to sustain.
In pro play.
Okay.
He's decent in pro play. And the reason
he's a good dual layer?
He's not anymore. They nerfed... Let me see if I can find it. They nerfed his W super, super hard last patch.
I've read that, but it's about the healing of the Q, which I think makes him a good duelist.
Well, you can't do your combo anymore. That's the problem. The combo that he had doesn't work anymore. Apologies.
Okay, well, let's talk about the champions in detail when we scroll
when
down,
we get there.
We?
That's true. That's true. Riven buffs. I mean, I hate Riven.
I was about to say the same. I don't want to Riven meta. Please, no.
But also to the point where I genuinely don't care. It's... I dislike Riven. I really do. And I get people saying Riven buffs are terrible, but Riven has never had a good win rate if you have less than 100 games with her. Unless you play a fuck ton of Riven, Riven is bad.
I mean, yeah.
So really, if Riven gets buffed, and she's not on my team...
PTSD from a season where we just went Brutalizer first and just one-shot everything.
I mean, season 2.
Riven. Oh god, I don't know which season it was. I played for a long time and I'm still shit at the game.
Season 2 or 3 is what you're talking about.
I don't know.
It was terrible.
I play side since the German...
Okay, right, here, we got it. I pulled it here. I did not pull it here. Hold on.
Yeah, and since Riven was released, I dreaded playing top lane. That was the previous.
That was the change. One. Yeah, that was the change.
Uh-huh.
No, that wasn't the change. No, the change that killed... Was it that long ago? Doesn't matter. There was a change to Renekton where his W would now block him from attacking almost as long as it stunned the person he was using it on if he was amplifying it, which made his whole combo shtick not work.
Yeah,
and
that's
him
bullshit.
A terrible champion, and he was only playable in pro play because if you stun someone, there's usually a Nidalee or a Talia.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, we both hate Riven. Varus, in my opinion, needed a buff.
I don't know.
Needed. He was the AD carry with the lowest win rate since they nerfed his whatever they nerfed. Since he got nerfed because he was OP, he was the most shit AD carry ever. He does no damage in his armor penetration build. He does no damage, armor penetration and lethality build. And he does no damage in his attack speed build.
Okay, so...
He's just useless.
Spread over all ranks, he has a 48% win rate.
That's very,
That's
very
pretty
bad.
bad. What is Master Plus? 40%.
40%.
40%.
40%.
Yeah, it doesn't get better the more you say it.
It's so
Yes.
weird.
I mean,
And
it's
really
only
like
71.
this champion.
It's only 71 matches, so that was probably 1 or 2 players.
Yeah. Well,
Oh boy.
okay.
Well, that's
Vi, depends on what buffs Vi got.
Vi is really, really good right now.
I mean, if just her jungle speed got buffed, that's pretty good. I think.
I mean, she already has.
I mean, she probably got buffed because of the whole Arcana thing, you know? Because she's the main character.
Okay, never mind.
I do expect Jinx to get buffed too, and Viktor.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Jace.
They can't buff Jace. He's already in pro play. He's already strong in pro
but
play.
Vi and Jinx probably are gonna get buffed. And
Jinx was
the end
buffed
of the
recently.
Season. How long can we play ranked? We don't care.
Chinese players can play ranked much longer. Okay, fuck it.
Okay.
I couldn't care less.
So
what passive buff? Okay, that's fine.
Akali?
So when you hit someone with an ability, you get an amplified auto attack, and that amplified auto attack is now significantly stronger. And I mean,
if you hit your combos, you're gonna do more damage. It's okay.
That was a 29. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought that was a 20 before, and it got up to 35. Okay, it's not even that significant. The scaling is good.
Yeah. You see, Akali is really cool if you can play her. If you can't play her, I always like these buffs when they are amplifying the champion because you can play it very good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I really, really like that, even in Assassins, and I hate Assassins because I'm AD carry, yeah?
There is a small problem with that. It's that you make champions completely inaccessible to a majority of the player base. Because if you balance a champion that has a lot of mechanics that they can use in such a way that high elo players can play it with roughly 50% win rate, then low elo players are going to be stuck at 45. And this is a problem that Akali has had, that Zed has had even, and Zed is not even that complicated. I mean, he's complicated, but it's not that complicated.
I don't think that the combos of champions are only for high elo players. I think you can, if you're bronze or silver or something like that, you can execute your champion combos if you're trained that.
See, you
and
say
it feels
that.
very good.
You say that, but have you ever seen a bronze Azir with decent mechanics? Once.
Azir is another one.
It's not that
because
different. Akali also has to press a lot of buttons and do a lot of auto attacks in between, and
I've played Azir for a bit, and his combo is not that hard. You can
not
train
dying
half an hour in the training tool, and you can shuffle bronze and your silver opponents around.
I'm not just talking about the Shurima shuffling. The champion as a whole and positioning and stuff is massively difficult.
If you misposition, the chances are very high that bronze your enemy also mispositions.
I mean, what you're saying is if you're bad, your opponent's probably not that great either. But
yeah, but it's the truth, though.
Well, I don't know, man. That's a risky stance to take.
Okay, let's move on. Come on.
Right. So, what I mean with Azir is there was a time when Azir had roughly the same win rate in all of the ranks. He was obviously always better in pro play, but back when he was first released, he was good everywhere. And the thing about that was that what they removed to make him only good for people who play really well, very easy. They removed safety. All of it. Fucking all of it. They made him dash slower, they removed his shield, they made him have less towers. They just made it harder for him to protect himself, and suddenly, lo and behold, everyone who's not really, really good gets completely shit on by most other champions. And the same thing happened with Ryze, by the way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Ryze is not even that complicated a champion. He's just melee for a mage.
Yeah. Okay, so What do you think about the Akali change? Is it a
I don't
yay
care.
or a nay from you?
Let me just.
It's a yay from me.
Let me look up the Akali win rate before this patch went live. 47%. Yeah, fuck it.
Nah.
Yay! It's a yay. It's good.
It's a good one, yeah.
This is good. I love Graves.
Graves.
Oof.
What has changed?
So his critical strikes deal less damage.
Oh, that's okay. Hasn't he gone
about 33% less?
Yeah, but he went the crit build, right? With
crit
shield bow and what, Bloodthirster, the first two items that gives you already 20% crit, or
that
more,
was the top lane build.
Yeah, of course the top lane build, because he was probably only played in top lane the most time, at least.
Look at the text. Graves' unique attacks have a generous crit ratio because back in ye olden item system, his crit builds were risky.
Yeah, not anymore. With shield bow and Bloodthirster.
So per pellet, his... Oh, okay, what I said wasn't quite correct, but I'm sure it's a 25-ish% damage increase per pellet.
Who needs math, dude? He does less damage.
It's really bad. Yeah, and by a wide margin.
Yeah. Okie doke, that's a good one. Kalista.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Graves.
Kalista. The rend does more damage. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
And it is a lot, yeah.
Especially the subsequent spear ratio, which was specifically something they lowered, so she didn't outsmite every jungler in the game.
They have like a really mathematically gifted person.
I mean, maybe they just averaged out how many spears you could get into a Baron, and then picked the percentages based on that. Because I remember that they nerfed this a while back. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, audience, but as far as I remember, they nerfed this a while back so that it would be harder for Kalista to outsmite every jungler in the game that wasn't Nunu. And even Nunu was having difficulties. So, I mean, this is a yay for me. Kalista's pretty bad right now, and I like stealing dragons.
I don't like to play Kalista very much, but yeah. So, what does the pain bring?
That doesn't matter.
The Reaping Slash.
They buffed the Starken form. That doesn't matter.
It means, the Q means he's jungling faster, I guess.
At that point, it doesn't matter.
Or yeah.
What I'm saying, this is a late
game.
This is a late game sort of buff for
That makes no sense.
Well, it's supposed to shred tanks, and currently he doesn't shred tanks all that much.
Yeah, because he's an assassin.
No. The Red Cane isn't. They're compensating for Gore Drinker nerfs. That makes sense. That sounds right.
Oh yeah,
that's okay. All in all,
nerf an item buff all the champions that use that item.
Well, when the item started to become OP, they nerfed all the champions. So
yeah,
it's only fair.
It's just Riot logic. Okay, get the shit out of my face next time.
That's also again more percentage damage. Neat.
Okay, Kha'Zix.
Q damage reduced. Go fuck yourselves.
There's a Kha'Zix player talking.
I used to main Kha'Zix. I guess it's still my most played champion, but oh boy, man, I just love Kha'Zix.
It's not that bad, the nerf. It's just
it's pretty bad.
It's a bonus AD.
Yeah. I mean, this is not his early game.
The base damage is still the same. It's just a late game.
I know. This is supposed to make his late game one shots less oppressive,
which is nice.
The thing about Kha'Zix's late game is unless you this is a Gore Drinker compensation. No, this isn't nerf. What the fuck?
No, Gore Drinker. I mean, everybody built Gore Drinker at the time, so. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, Kha'Zix has gone through the entire season without any changes and has been generally strong all season. I mean, I can't really argue with that. And competing junglers have gotten...
Have you ever seen Kha'Zix being played in pro play?
No.
But yeah, exactly.
Well, they're not only balancing for pro play, and I mean, I guess if a champion is only good in solo queue and not in pro play, that's still something they have to address. They often don't, but they but they should. But look at this percentage difference. This is a difference from 200. They're going down from 273% to 241%. That's significant. That's a lot of percent. I know it's bonus AD, so it looks worse than it is, but that's a nay from me, dog.
It's okay. As an AD carry, I like it when assassins get nerfed.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I would like for a bit that it's an AD carry meta again, just for a bit to remember how it was.
Honestly,
and then we can get back to the fun League of Legends.
I don't think that's what you want, because if ADCs are the strongest role, there will be a 70% plus jungle proximity on bot lane, even in bad elos. You will get shit on by junglers every game.
Yeah, probably. That makes assassins strong again. If ADCs are strong, assassins are strong, and tanks become strong because assassins are strong, and it's like the circle of fucking Omega Doom.
Of nerf.
The circle of nerf, yeah. Okay, Maokai got nerfed because
he is too good of a support, and his lane sustain is too good, and his W contributes too much to the burst, I'm guessing. Based on the changes.
Yeah, I mean, as a support, I get it. I don't know where Maokai is supposed to go. I mean, support is the only...
They're trying to keep him support and top lane, but they're aware that top lane is not really a thing.
For top lane, he has too high mana cost.
For top lane, he would need a jungler. That's the thing. Maokai, as a whole champion, screams setup.
Yeah, sure. But if I cannot trade with my enemy top laner, because after one combo I'm fucking and I have to wait 20 minutes till my mana is replenished because I have no base mana and no base mana regeneration, even with the blue ring thing.
Yeah, the Doran's ring. Oh, mana flow band. Yeah.
Even
it's still bad.
Even with mana flow band, you're too weak to trade.
Yep, that sounds right.
It's doomed for Maokai. It's just doomed. Support is the only position he can go, in my opinion.
Well, but that's the thing. The reason he's so strong in support is that he always has at least one player that he can set up kills for, which is the whole thing that he's built for.
It's the same as Leona or Nautilus. But,
kind of. But Leona and Nautilus both don't have the sustain to be a theoretical top laner, whereas Maokai does, or did, I guess.
I mean, what I have seen, which I'm very, very amazed by, is a pure AP Nautilus mid lane as a counter pick to Irelia, I think.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's completely bonkers, but it worked.
Crazy shit.
Crazy stuff. Okay, let's go to the current jungle queen.
Is that a yay or nay for you?
I mean, it's okay. It's a meh from me.
Yeah, I agree. Base health reduced. Base health growth increased. Oh, less early health, so the jungle kills her more easily. Q damage changed, E damage changed. That's so very helpful.
Changed, okay.
So helpful. So, Q.
I don't know.
That's not a change. That's a nerf, my guy.
No, the base. What? The base damage got mixed up. It's like less early.
The base damage got stretched out a little more, and the ratio just got nerfed. So. In most stages of the game, you're gonna do a lot less damage, but that's not what it says up here.
Yeah,
that's not changed.
That's weird. Eye damage changed.
Q
Yes,
damage,
I did.
got it. Where is eye damage changed?
It's oh, it bugged out in the stream. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
The E was an I for me, and it just
Eye
said
damage
like
changed.
a like an ogre or something. Typed it. Eye
Wow.
damage change. Oh, that's a lot less health.
It
You okay there?
No, I need to make sure that it actually says those numbers. That's so much.
But the base health growth per level is pretty high,
neat, but the first clear is gonna be so shit. Kiana did not have a good first clear to begin with. She does less damage on her first clear, and has so much less health.
What they want to do, I think, is that they wanted to prevent leashless begins.
But there's still so many junglers that can begin leashlessly without any issue. Kayn, Hecarim, Rammus, and Mumu. At least to a degree.
Yeah, but which jungler got played the most at Worlds? Kiana was one of them.
I know. This is ridiculous. So I guess they're buffing her E's base damage and nerfing the scaling of it, which it means it's worse. This is just
it's a nerf.
Nerf. This is not a change.
That's what they said.
No, it's not what they said. Look at this. What is this?
I don't know. You fucked up the scaling. You're at 150%.
This is fine.
It's like the right client. It's fine.
Just floating, a random more floating around, and it's fine now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
This site works perfectly, just like anything. This is a yikes. It's possible that this is fair, but it looks really, really bad.
We will see, I guess, in the preseason.
Wait, what?
The stun duration now is increased.
I went back barely, not far enough. 18. Patch 11.18. Talk, I will look it up.
I mean, what should I talk about?
I don't know. I was joking.
The empowered stun duration got increased by 0.5 seconds, and the lockout duration, I mean, what is the lockout duration?
Lockout is how long his animation takes him to complete, how long it locks him out of action.
Yeah, that got increased as well, so...
Okay, here, I found it.
Is that fair? I don't know. It's a bit of an increase in general stun to lockout duration time, I guess. About 0.2 seconds? No? 0.1...
Okay, so we have here...
0.15?
This is the thing. We have here... This is the buff that they are... reversing-ish.
Yeah.
Previously it used to be that his self lockout duration was 0.75, so it was always half of the stun duration. I mean, give or take.
Yeah,
there's a few slight comma things here, but
they did the same. They just
not quite
sliced.
It's actually kind of better now. If I see that correctly.
Yeah, I mean, they kept it, but they kept it. Go back. Yeah, you had 1.5 seconds to 1 second and 0.75 to 0.5.
Yeah, the thing was that the nerf was made so that the stun duration would not be long enough to set up any ganking jungler all the time.
Yeah, but the self lockout was the same. It's it's really crazy now.
This is quite bad.
This is what? That's really crazy now.
This is so much.
He's so much more. He's so much stronger than before the nerf.
Well, Gordrinker was also nerfed. We should keep that in mind.
Yeah, that doesn't keep him from setting up.
Look at what they're saying. We're reverting those nerfs, and we will be looking for other ways to make sure the croc doesn't take a bite out of the pro scene again. So now that Worlds is almost over, and they don't patch for Worlds anymore, they'll just give Solo Q Renekton back his playability.
Yeah,
and they look for a different nerf to give him before the pro games start again.
Oh man, sometimes I laugh, right?
You must admit that is a ridiculously pragmatic approach.
I am kind of in with it.
It's so great.
Not gonna lie. I mean, it's the kind of change I would have made.
It's so funny. We're like, well, until we know how to nerf him fairly, we might as well have him play it.
Yeah, true.
That's great.
Okay.
Shield ratio increased.
W damage increased in E.
W damage does not matter even just a little bit. But the E shield ratio, that matters.
It's 20% bonus AD?
Oh, it was the fact increased. It was 100% before was fucking atrocious. And they increased it. But they're explaining it very reasonably, which is the Gordrinker nerf hit Riven much harder than other things. And, I mean, fair enough. That does make sense.
That's also good with the Divine Thunderer.
No, not in the same. I mean, with this and Divine Thunderer, she might be as good as Gordrinker was before. Divine Thunderer is not something you build every game, especially in lower elos where people don't play tanks at all. Buying a Divine Thunderer is not great.
I mean, yeah.
What
should I say? What is the go-to item for you on Riven if you would play Riven? Still Gordrinker?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What's the other item that was OP before Gordrinker? The like dash 2U and slow
that was the Stridebreaker, which I'm guessing people might return to. I think the Omnivamp is something that was very underappreciated on a lot of other champions and happens to be very good on Riven. So I think they'll stay with Gordrinker. I mean, that depends on... Let me just skip forward a little bit. Omnivamp increase. Yeah.
From 8 to 10, okay.
Oh, that's so much.
That's a lot.
It's not that it's a big buff, but it's a big number. I've made 13 was a big number.
They really want to make the... how they call the Juggernauts more like tankier-ish and less like assassinate-ish, if I'm guessing correctly.
Yeah, so what
the Omnivamp makes him more tanky, the health increase makes him more tanky.
They want
crazy.
They want it's not the Juggernaut specifically that they're targeting with this, but just general bruisers who were completely immortal based on Gordrinker alone. Yeah. Gordrinker Sterex was that combo and just like, I guess I don't die.
It was as soon as Sterex is triggering, you just press Gordrinker.
Yeah, and you're full health.
In team fight, and you're full health again.
It was crazy.
I don't know which game it was, but I think it was Rogue versus Mad, where I don't know who, but I think Odoamne was it, who played Set, I think, and got hit in a 3v3. Both of his teammates died, and he was 1v3, and he just Gordrinkered the first time, and that was the first time when the Gordrinker got nerfed then, because they needed to kill him basically 3 times. 1 time the first time, the second time with Sterex, and the third time with the Gordrinker passive.
Crazy shit.
It's crazy. The Gordrinker active. Oh,
our nerfs to lethality bearers were a little too piercing. That's putting it mildly. That's first of all, Freak,
I mean,
I know this was you. Go away.
I don't think Freak is in
He
the
doesn't do that anymore.
champion
No.
balancing team anymore. But this is a buff where I say that's you.
No, that's fine. That's a lot of so the early lane harass that Varus had. A good part of that was just proccing Comet with E. That was a good part of his lane harass, and you must remember that this also is the cheaper of the two spells, and it is also a tool he can use to wave clear easily. Plus, the ratio on it went up by 50%. From 60 to 90.
30%.
Well, 50% of 60 being... So the percentage...
Oh, you meant the percentage.
The scaling number went up by 50% is what I meant.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
So it should be better for wave clearing late game?
Well, a 30% increase in bonus AD scaling, you will notice rather early.
Oh.
Also, his
I'm
combo...
not impressed. Not impressed is me.
Fair enough. I mean, his combo's gonna be a bit stronger, too. Just the whole thing. Where if he presses all his buttons on you, that's gonna do a little more.
But the thing you do with Varus is basically that you poke with Q before a team fight.
Well, but they nerfed lethality of Varus because that was way too oppressive. So what they're doing now is they're trying to make it not unfun to play against, while still giving him an adequate chance of beating other champions. And I think for that purpose,
that's such a weird buff. Because you have the two types of Varuses. You have the lethality Varus, which is obviously shit still, and you have the attack speed Varus, and this does not help the attack speed Varus.
That's true. But that's not what it's meant to do. It's not meant to help the lethality Varus. Sorry, the attack speed Varus.
If I still can't really poke out the enemy team with my Q before a team fight, what does the E help me then?
I think the purpose of this was that the E... I mean, they wrote the purpose down, but it's probably a little more complicated than that. It's just that your combo, when you're playing lethality, not just your combo, but your lane poke, and later your combos, will just do more damage without your poke being completely over the top.
Yeah, but
you don't need to have a chase Q on a button as an AD carry. That's not okay.
But that's the whole champion design.
I think he has a fairly flexible champion design, actually.
They try to do it, but I think it's not. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to try it out.
I think this will feel a lot better to play.
If it will feel smooth to one hit the wave with an E.
Well, you're not gonna one hit the wave with an E. That's
sooner or later you will.
Yeah, I am. The casters maybe.
Yeah.
Well, this is yay. They're being.
Sure.
It's a careful nerf. It's a careful buff, which is fine. Yeah. You don't always need to do fucking this.
We don't want it to be a.
You don't always need to do this or this or this. There's room for nuance and balancing. I'm just saying.
Let's press the big red revert button. Okay, doke. Vi, what you got for us?
Knockback duration. Does that matter? I don't think so. If I could use some modernization to keep up with her sister, so we're fixing some of the inconsistencies. And with how she acquires NCC's target. Hold on. That's an old thing. Yeah, that's an old thing.
If you hit the wall, it's nice to
reliably hit enemies. She flashes on top of during her Q dash as well as knock up more consistently. Okay. So they're bringing the cast of her ultimate in line with how long a flash Q will actually keep someone there. That's fine. They're making her combo work
consistently
more often.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, that's fine.
The dash range extends when we're going. Oh, that's good. That's actually
that's fine.
That is
let all the junglers fucking hop every wall all the time. It does not matter. Just give him. No, really, man. I mean, fucking. Why do I even take flash? I can't flash away from anything anymore. I might as well go. I don't know, bury on exhaust. So I can defend myself.
Yes, because barrier exhaust will defend you.
Just give the jungle item a passive where walls don't matter. Yeah, to balance it all out. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
You have just deleted Kayn from the game.
Yeah, that's a win for me. It's a win in my books. So what's about the ultimate?
Oh, okay, this is also cool. So back in the day, they had a certain tick rate at which the damage and distance of the Q updates, and now they're just basing it on the actual amount of time that has passed between you activating and reactivating. So they're smoothing out the process. They're basically, instead of checking how many instances of 0.25 milliseconds have passed, they're now measuring the time, and there's a multiplicator in there somewhere. That's cool. That's more of a math thing than anything else.
Yeah.
Targets with guild knockback. Why was this not? This was a thing, surely. Oh no! No! I know what you mean. I know what they mean. I need to test that. That's weird.
Why did the knock-up duration vary? What?
The knock-up duration
Why did it vary between 1.25 and 1.5 seconds?
That's a good point.
Why would you do that? What's the deal? Why would you do that?
What?
It just leaves me
it doesn't even say. I'm looking for the explanation.
It just happened. Maybe you know.
It is also varying between.
Yeah, you know about the one wrestling dude we used to watch together. I think it was Simon Miller who had a part of his show who just said the stuff just happens.
Oh boy.
I think it was like that.
No, I see the explanation now. It's one of those things where it was checking in 0.25 second intervals if she's close enough already, or if she's not close enough to knock up already. This is one of the old things they had for performance, I'm guessing.
I guess, yeah.
Where now it's efficient enough that they can just improve on the things. Maybe they overhauled their whole code a while back. Let it be a year and a half, maybe 2, and maybe this overhauling of code has just given them the opportunity to not calculate in ticks anymore, but instead calculate
That's nice.
every frame. That's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I think if you have that option of revolutionizing your entire code into something that feels more smooth, it's weird when you know your ultimate has a chance of clipping a little bit earlier or a little bit later to the target and knocking them up. That's not cool. I didn't feel like it was not fluid, but it was an ability that always felt kind of clunky.
0.3 seconds is not a lot.
A quarter of a second, you'll notice.
Really?
Yeah. A quarter of a second is a lot. A quarter of a second is basically how much they changed the lockout duration of Renekton, and that fucked them up.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Wait, let me see. Is it still open? Yeah, that's what they changed it to, and his win rate plummeted.
That's so crazy.
You really notice that number. That's a lot. That's not insignificant. Especially if you're a combo champion.
What I really like is a reaction time test of all the pros, especially the Koreans.
I don't even want to.
I would love that.
That'd be cool, but I don't want that to be a comparison I can make.
I mean, G2 did it, I think. Oh, no. Fnatic did it a time ago. I think when Cubs was still in their team. I don't remember. I have seen it, and it was really, really bad for my ego.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I did the same test, and I was like 3 times as long with my fastest.
That sounds right.
The most fun part was that Whippo was the fastest.
Dang.
Even faster than Caps.
I didn't think Whippo was the one to have the best Twitch reaction.
Yeah, he does. Or he did, at least.
So,
no, okay, let's go back to the patch
fat
notes.
yay. Very, very strong, yeah.
Yes, improvements
Yuumi,
are always...
fat yes.
Yuumi nerf.
I don't even... Let me summarize. Yuumi fucked up this world. Nerf.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's not complicated. She was too strong in the exact one thing that her champion is that the champion is even capable of doing at all. That's it.
Yep. Heals too strong, speed up too strong, nerf. Yes.
Gore Drinker sucked. They're giving it more stats. Not cool.
Yeah,
as
cool. We talked about, they made it more tanky.
It's cool.
More like a tankier-ish item.
Yeah, true. And now the stats were just bad. They were. That was intentional. They made the stats bad on purpose because it was crazy. And now they're reworked it into what they thought was roughly the same strength, but in a different design, and it wasn't, and now they're changing stats. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, right?
That
the bug
is
fixes
it.
we don't need really to look at.
I mean,
if you're
read over and
look
see...
at them. Let me see the skins.
Yeah, that's what I was going to scroll to. So Victoria's Blitzcrank.
Victoria's Blitzcrank. Oh no, he's stealing Annie's bear. That's not...
I don't think he's stealing it. I think he's giving it back after this man stole it, likely. This individual.
Oh, that's sad.
What is this guy's deal?
I don't know.
Because she's like, yay, nice robot, man, good job. And he's like, oh, fucking, I'm
an aristocrat.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. Skins is always like, you have to look at them in the game to know what they really look like. So watch a skin spotlight probably, but the splash shots are nice to look at anyway. The Arcane Jays, I figured as much that they will put out skins for the upcoming Netflix, I think, is it? Series? Or is it Amazon? I don't know.
A series.
Their
upcoming animated series.
The upcoming animated series.
I think it was Netflix, but
I'm very excited about, but yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? Strangely?
It reminds me of Midbeast.
Oh, I mean, that's possible. I don't know what he looks like. This kind of reminds me of what I had in my brain for the look of Daedalus the Conqueror from the book Shadow of the Conqueror.
I don't know that book.
I mean, his hair is not blue, but this is the kind of build and arrogance I expected.
Arrogance? I don't think he looks arrogant. He's like, oh, look at the nice, auf Deutsch, Murmel, in German.
Marble.
Murmel, I don't know. Marble?
No, not
yes,
marble.
It's marble.
Not marble.
It's marble.
Marble means...
Look at the nice marble I got.
No,
it's pretty
close.
Amazing, and the hammer is also there.
Yeah, no, it's right, it's right. I was thinking marble is marmor, which it also is, but it's both.
I do think it's a marble.
Okay, so yeah,
so it's
I'm just waiting for the point in the animated series where he holds out his hammer and he slaps it on the side like the villain in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah,
that no one remembers.
I think isn't the Arcane series about some kind of energy Jace found or Heimerdinger found?
That would be Hextech crystals, likely.
Yeah, it's about the Hextech stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
cool.
okay. And I think this could be something like that. And why this isn't this just in the splash art the normal of why?
It does kind of look that way.
She does look very cool. I mean, she's got a red jacket on.
She has that kind of
That's
relaxed. This is a relaxed kind of posture where she is like, "Oh, come at me," but also, but also she can't be that relaxed given that the pillar behind her is cracked. So she likely just got punched the fuck into that pillar, and she's now standing there like, "Was that all you got, bitch?"
Oh, I'm so hyped for the series.
It's gonna be so fun. I like Vi.
Okay.
Just generally. Vi is saying things, if you hit a wall, hit it hard! You know?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, yeah. I mean, even if something stops you, make sure it at least breaks in the process. It's such a nice mentality that way too little. I read mostly fantasy and science fiction, and I read a lot recently. And this is a kind of mentality that is sorely lacking, even though it's so perfect for a protagonist to just go, well, I might as well give it all my strength, so if I get stopped, the thing that stops me's dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, I guess you've got a point there, but but you're also clearly an idiot. Yeah, this is cool. I like the art style.
Yeah, the art. That's something. I mean, it's only logical because that's how Riot makes the most of their money in League of Legends.
Look at the goddamn the debris falling.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. It's very so three-dimensional.
It's so detailed.
Yeah.
I don't know why she needs 2 belts, but hell.
Because she's wearing lots of belts for no reason at all.
Yeah. It's like Caitlyn's belt around her thighs, who serves absolutely no purpose at all. There was just the drawer who was like, she kind of looks naked around the thighs with a short skirt. Let's give her, I don't know, a belt.
Sure. Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay. Chromans, I don't care. Really.
I mean, the diamond one is nice.
I mean, the challenger one is nice.
I don't even like that one as much. I specifically said this one because I like this one. I like blue and purple combinations, like cold colors. I think that's cool.
I like the green one. Not
no, plat is achievable.
And not for me. I have to wait till last time for that.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah. Well, let me go over the bug fixes real quick, and I will scroll over them slowly so you can look at them. And should any of them be something I consider,
switch to the patch notes tab at your League of Legends client and look at them.
I'm going to scroll through them, and should I consider something particularly relevant, I will highlight it. Probably not, but some bug fixes have been fairly important.
Yeah, okay.
And
the only thing I really think is weird that they haven't nerfed Misfortune.
I mean, they nerfed Yumi. That's a Misfortune nerf.
Yeah, true. True. Okay, we have taken enough time of your day to discuss the patch notes. I think that was a lengthy discussion.
That was an hour.
All our brain juice scrambled into it.
Oh, I can't believe that was an hour.
Let's wrap it up, dude. We have to get quicker at this, I think.
Yeah, next time
if you like the video, you can do all the YouTube stuff around the bell, the likes, and the shares, and whatever, and see you next time
on the patch notes review. That's terrible.
Yes.
I'll find something better next time. We'll see you next time.
Okay.